Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine just dropped during Super Bowl. This is incredible. We're going to be doing a breakdown and reaction to this trailer. So let's just get straight into it. So yeah, I got a chance to check out the new trailer, or the first trailer, our first official look at Deadpool 3, officially titled Deadpool and Wolverine. The trailer just came out. I got a chance to watch it, and let's go through and break it down. So the trailer basically opens with Wade celebrating his birthday, right? And in his natural universe with his resurrected wife. What was her name? I can't remember her name. Vanessa, right? With his resurrected wife and his friends, Yukio, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Colossus, I think Shatterstar was there, Blind Owl, I think is her name. So yeah, we see him celebrating his birthday in his home universe, and then he gets a knock on the door, and it's the TVA. And I think we all knew that this was going to be a part of it, because I think the leaks have been crazy for this film, and I think that's part of the reason that they showed Wolverine in this trailer. Spoiler alert. But it's because the leaks were crazy. The leaks, there were so many. Like, at some point, we just knew just too much about the film. So I've stopped paying attention to leaks for now. I already knew the TVA was going to be in it. I knew, everybody knew Wolverine was going to be in it. But yeah, I knew about a lot of the set pieces that we saw. And so that's just really annoying, and I don't want to know about that stuff. And so I'm really going to try and avoid leaks. But yeah, so Deadpool is taken to the TVA, and it seems like the TVA want to insert Deadpool into the MCU, into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that universal timeline, the sacred timeline, technically. But, we know that that's not how time works anymore since Loki Season 2. Time is, the multiverse is free, thanks to Loki, who is holding everything together. I really do like how they've, come around and sort of cleaned that up a little, because that was a messy, the whole multiverse, the way the multiverse worked was such a messy factor in these films. And so I'm glad that Loki Season 2 has cleaned it up a little bit and made way for Deadpool 3 to be a very good film in terms of making sense and with its connectivity to the MCU. But yeah, I think that's a really good way to bring Deadpool into the MCU, is through the TVA. The TVA, for some reason, need Deadpool to be inserted into the MCU. And we're going to see what that is, whether it's got something to do with the rumored villain of the film, played by Emma Corrin. The villain of the film is rumored to be Cassandra Nova, who, if you don't know, is basically Charles Xavier's evil twin sister. Essentially, like, it gets confusing. Like, he ate her in the womb, and then she was, resurrected from his brain or something like that. It gets confusing. I don't know how they're going to work around it in the films. She'll probably be like a variant or something, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm excited to see where that goes. We didn't get much of her in the trailer at all. I think we got the back of her head, and that's about it. But that is just a rumor. It's not 100% confirmed that she's the villain, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. But yeah, I thought overall the trailer was really, really good. I do think that I wish they showed a little bit more of Wolverine, because if you're going to name the title of your film Deadpool and Wolverine, I think you should show a little bit more Wolverine in the trailer, especially since everybody knew that it was going to be, Wolverine was in it. I think you should have marketed this first trailer as like more of a buddy cop sort of thing. I think that probably would have worked better. Well, I still loved what we got. I think this was great. I think the jokes were on point. That first joke about pegging and about it being new for Disney from Ryan Reynolds was just so funny. I think Ryan Reynolds really knows this character and really, really knows what to do with him. And I think that is really encouraging moving forward with the MCU. It seems like with every new trailer we get, everybody is saying, oh, the MCU is so back, because Marvel knows how to cut trailers. But I think with this, it's probably true. I think this is probably going to fix things. This is going to set things right. It's going to show Marvel which direction they really need to be going in right now. And I think it's a good thing. I really do. I think this is a good thing for Marvel. I think it's going to be good for them to experiment with ratings. I think this film will probably definitely make $1 billion, especially because, spoiler alert, this film is supposed to be cameo central, basically. Apparently, the majority of the Fox X-Men are expected to return for this film. A bunch of MCU characters are expected to appear in the film, even for little cameos. And yeah, so I think this is definitely going to be making a ton of money. And even it's a setup for Secret Wars, which is the next big Avengers film. I don't know what's going on with Avengers 5, if they're even still doing it, but we know that Secret Wars is still happening. In the trailer, we even see a little Easter egg to that. Like when Wolverine is standing over Deadpool's body and is like, help me up, we can see a Secret Wars comic off to the side of him. So that's obviously a setup for Secret Wars. So we're going to see what ends up happening in this film to set up Secret Wars. But yeah, we don't know the reason the TVA wants to send him to the MCU, which is the thing I'm most interested in. What is going on? Is he going there to save it from? It'd be quite meta, honestly, if Marvel take the approach of Deadpool needs to go there to save the quality of the MCU because these movies suck or something. Like, you know, I don't know how they would word it, if they'd be like, oh, these heroes aren't operating the way they used to, you need to go help them or save them or whatever. But it would be pretty funny and pretty meta if Disney did that, but I don't think they're ready to admit that they're having problems, you know, in a space where their films are, you know. I think that's probably too meta, to be honest, and the joke might not land. But anyway, so I'm very curious to see what reason they have, whether it's got something to do with Cassandra Nova, whether she's like chasing him. I don't know what's going to be happening. But yeah, so we see Matthew McFadden from Succession, Tom Wambsgans from, you know, the beloved show Succession. Everybody loves Succession. I've only seen season 1, but I will get around to it. But I do love Tom in the show. But yeah, so in Deadpool 3, he plays Mr. Paradox, who I don't understand why they couldn't just use Mobius, you know, Owen Wilson from the Loki films, as in this sort of role. I mean, I guess maybe he was booked, I don't know. But I think Mr. Paradox works well. I love his voice. I love the way he carries himself. His stature and you know, the way he carries himself is very fun to watch, and he's a great actor, so this will be fun to see. But yeah, so again, not a lot of cameos in this trailer, but it was classic Deadpool, right? And I think that's what we wanted. I think, you know, something big is coming, right? And not just Wolverine. I think this film there's something else that they're hiding that's going to be absolutely huge in this film. I don't know that. I'm just guessing based off like trailers and things. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what that is. Even though the film doesn't come out for like another 6 months, which is so annoying because we just got this trailer and we're not gonna see any more marketing. You know, usually when movies, or especially Marvel movies, release their first trailer, they wait at least 2 months before really, or 3 months, 2 or 3 months before really ramping up the marketing for the film. So we're kind of going to be in a bit of a dry spout now. But I thought the trailer was really, really good though. Really funny. I'm very, very excited to see where this goes. I'm curious. I am very curious to see what the exact plot is going to be. We see in the trailer that Deadpool is fighting TVA agents at one point, like throwing knives into their face, which is so cool, by the way, like truly so cool. That Disney's allowing them to do R ratings. But yeah, so we see that he turns against the TVA at one point. We see a TVA agent getting eaten by a Goliath, which if you don't remember is the monster that lives and exists at the end of time, which is where you go when you get pruned. So at some point, Deadpool will be pruned and we will see a Goliath. And he will be, you know, going against the TVA for some reason. So something is going to happen. I mean, I'm going to expect not to trust Mr. Paradox, if you get what I mean. But, yeah, so I also think this looks really well directed. I think Sean Levy is a great director. Even though I didn't love Free Guy, I watched Free Guy like a couple years ago when it first came out, and I didn't love it. Like, everybody else was saying it was so incredible, but I just was like, you know, it was okay. But yeah, he's a really great director from, like, you know, things like Real Steel, obviously with Hugh Jackman. He's a big part of the Stranger Things show. And so I think he's going to do a really, really good job with this. And you can tell that he cares about the character. You can tell Ryan Reynolds cares about the characters. And it's going to be very, very fun to see what they do with this film. I think this film has so much potential. I think it's going to make a fuck ton of money. I'm going to be so surprised if this flops. Like, truly, I'll be shocked if this does not make at least $1 billion. I think it needs to at least make $1 billion. If this flops, I think Marvel's dead, to tell you the truth. Like, I truly don't know how Marvel will be able to come back from this flopping. I don't know. And I fully expect the film to be great. But if it's not, and if this film flops, then it's over. Like, it's so over. But anyway, so yeah, that was my reaction and breakdown to the Deadpool 3 trailer. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you agree with me and think it was a really good trailer, but you just wish it was sort of marketed more as like a body cop thing and we saw more of Wolverine? Or do you think it was a great trailer in general? So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, if you have not already, make sure you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it and it would really help me out. Also, consider turning on post notifications so I don't miss when I upload new videos. Thank you guys for watching this reaction and breakdown, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.